Hello everybody, and today we're going to be programming a basic demo showcasing some intermediate to advanced topics in Java. So to start off, we're just going to create a program named, let's go, example.java. And we're going to be showing you how to do this in Eclipse. And the point of this is to use command line arguments to generate a product of inputted integers. Now, you might be asking, what are command line arguments? And to answer that, whenever you instantiate your main method, you have to create a string array that is, by convention, named args. And args takes on different arguments you can put in when you call the program in command line, or when the program is called by any program. So, to start off, we're going to create an integer array that's going to end up holding the value of args, because we know that args, by the way we're writing it, is going to have numbers that just happen to be strings at the moment. So we have to set our array size to the same length as args. And we do that by setting it equal to args.length. Oh, there. Next, we're going to populate the array by using a simple for loop, starting at 0 and going until our counter is no longer less than args.length, or the length of the array args, of course. And we're going to increment by 1 each time. From there, we just need to set array at k equal to the string at the respective member of args converted to an integer. We use the parseInt function to do this. Capitalization. So now we have an array that holds all of the inputted arguments. And what we're going to need to do now is we're going to need to actually print out the product of all of them. To do this, we're going to use a second method, just for fun. So we're going to call our new method product. And of course, Eclipse is going to throw an error right now because it doesn't know what product is. But that's fine, because it's going to be fixed by creating a new method underneath our main that's going to return a string, because we're going to be printing out a phrase containing the product in it. And of course, it's going to product, so it stays consistent with what's in the main method. And it's going to take the integer array as an argument. And right now, Eclipse is throwing an error because it hasn't returned something of type string yet. That's just, it's going to be fixed when the program's all written. So we have to create something to hold our eventual product. And we're going to create a variable named product to do that, set equal to 1, because 1 is the multiplicative identity. And from here, we're going to use something kind of new. This is called an enhanced for loop, and what it does is it takes a variable that we've decided to name in our instance I, and as the for loop iterates over array, I is going to become the respective member of array. So, for instance, here, it's going to start at k at the 0th member of array, and I is actually going to become that 0th member of array. Sounds a little complex, but you'll see exactly how it works once the program's all written. So we're going to say product is going to be equal to product times I, semicolon. Now we just need our return, and we're going to return a phrase saying the product is that. And now it will run. It will return the product as 1 because we don't have any command line arguments put in yet. So let's fix that. So in Eclipse, at least, you just open up your run configuration. You go to your program, arguments, and you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each argument just separated by a space there. And you run it, and it prints out the product is 120. If you were using them as actual command line arguments, you might open up a command prompt like this and say Java example example.java 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, it's going to say it can't find it because we're not in the right directory, but that's how you would do it because you notice it's not throwing an error due to these things thrown right after. So that's how you use command line arguments, but there's one more thing you might want to fix. Because you're taking user input, you never know what the user is going to put in. People make mistakes. So, as such, we need to account for that. And we're going to use a special type of code called a try block to do that. So first, let's see, you might ask, how might an error occur? Well, you might notice we're using the parseInt function. The parseInt function takes a string that looks like a number and turns it into an actual number. So what happens when it tries to parse A? It throws an error called a number format exception, and this is the important thing here. So you're going to copy it, and now you know where errors might come from. So you surround your code that could throw an error in a try block, and then you follow that try block by a catch. And the catch will look for the type of error you specify, and then if it encounters that error in the try block, instead of killing like it does over here, it's going to do whatever the catch block says. So for here, we're just going to have it throw an error message. We're doing system.out.println. Please enter only numbers. And this E here is just self-referential. So if you ever need to refer to the type of exception you're using, instead of printing out number format exception over and over again, you can just use E. But that's not pertinent right now. So now you'll notice when we run, it won't throw the number format exception anymore. It'll just print out, please enter only numbers. So that is your basic glance into how command line arguments work in Java, how enhanced for loops might work. If you haven't seen them before, it shows how methods can be used, and it shows how try and catch can be used to protect against user error. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.